We're going to be starting in just a few minutes. We're just starting the video now so that we'll be ready. Then it says, do you want to end your stream? Not yet, so I'm stopped, right? So you are still on here. So.
All over again. There you go.
Thank you. This meeting is called to order. We have a quorum present of Thomas Kapp, Keith Stoker, and Jerome Mitzner. This is a request to call a special council meeting. We, the undersigned council members of the city of Cygne, Kansas, hereby respectfully request to call a special meeting of the council to be held live, streamed video via YouTube on March 27th, 2020. Commencing at 7 p.m. for these items: live stream video protocol, city business operations and procedures, utility billing update, and Frankie's liquor license. This meeting is called to order. First, I'd like to welcome everyone to our first ever virtual meeting. This meeting is being recorded and streamed for the public to view in real time. A video of the meeting will be archived and available to view on YouTube following tonight's meeting. Our city council members are joining us remotely by chat or by phone. They will identify themselves when speaking, but we are going to keep it to the chat, and I'll announce when they type something in. We hope everything will be clear and understandable. We appreciate your patience and will work through this process to the best of our abilities. During this time of hosting virtual meetings, the public discussion from the floor period will be suspended. Our agenda will consist of pertinent business which must be taken care of for the city operations. Citizens are welcome to call the City Hall at 913-757-2144 or email cityhall@cityoflacine.org if you have questions or concerns needing addressed. Danny Curtis is also present. We have a consent agenda, and I'm going to list these items, and then after that, I will entertain a motion to approve. We have the minutes of March 4th, 2020 City Council meeting, and the council members have that on pages 3 to 12. We have the minutes of March 9th, 2020, special council meeting, and those are on pages 13 to 14. February 20th, treasurer report is page 15. February 2020 budget report, pages 16 to 18, excuse me. Check register, March 5th to 26th, 2020, pages 19 to 21. And Frankie's liquor license renewal for 3/31/2020 to 3/30/2021. If someone wants to make a motion, please type that in. Do we have a second? Thomas Cap has moved to approve the consent agenda as presented. And Danny Curtis is second. All in favor? Please type. Danny Curtis, yes. So it's unanimously approved. We're going to move on to reports of the council committees. The first thing is water and gas. And I have a message from Dan Naselroad, and I'm going to read it. During this crazy and stressful time, I've set some new but temporary procedures to help protect the public and our Lacey Public Works staff from exposure to the coronavirus. The first thing we did is to split into two teams. Jeff and I start our day at the shop, and Cody and Jesse start theirs at the water plant. Our contact is mostly via phone, but when I do have to go to the water plant, we maintain the 6-foot rule. The second policy is that I'm the only one that goes to City Hall to pick up or drop off any mail, work orders, or water samples, again, trying to maintain the 6-foot rule and limit exposure to office staff. That means 3 less people going in and out of City Hall during the day. With everything going on, I tried to send out emails to the committee members this week to try to keep you updated as to what's going on. As always, if any questions, please call or email anytime. Although this is not an ideal way to conduct business, it is the best way to try and limit exposure, and hopefully we can get it back to normal soon. As far as the fire department, we implemented early on that we would not initially respond to medical calls to assist AMR. As for now, when AMR is dispatched to a call, they arrive on scene and they will determine the scene is safe. If the scene is safe and they need assistance, they can then call for the fire department and we will then respond. We've also canceled our monthly training and meeting until further notice. Most state training and conferences have also been canceled. As all this unfolds, I've been in contact with the county fire chief, county emergency manager, and other fire departments and other municipalities and the sheriff's office, and will continue to make changes as the pandemic gets better or worse. Thanks, Dan Naselroad, City Superintendent. Water and gas. Basically says no normal operations for water and gas, the street, and the sewer. They're keeping their 6-foot social distances and no shutoffs on the water and gas. On the park had to determine the status of the park, but I do have a notice here. It says the city of Lacey is helping to prevent the spread of the 19, please enjoy the outside air and run around the park. Please do not play on playground equipment. There are a lot of options for outdoor play. Just stay 6 feet away from others and make sure you wash your hands. Cemetery. It is normal operation, but I did approve to hire Bruce Snyder as the cemetery caretaker on March the 30th. On the Public Safety Council Committee, the City Hall is closed to the general public. Non-essential businesses are closed. Essential business operating per ordinance 20-14 from the governor. The community building. Rental is suspended until in every other week for payroll and accounting and accounts payable. Special committee reports. Emergency management. Emails are being sent to the city clerk to be forwarded to the mayor, council, Diane Dotz, local businesses, and posted on the city Facebook and web pages. The Swan Fest committee, there's no meetings at this time. Planning and Zoning Commission, the meeting that was scheduled for April the 9th has been canceled. We want to thank our community for their support and understanding during this difficult time. This pandemic has led us into uncharted territory, which can lead to stress due to uncertainty. We as a city have been working to prepare and to communicate information as it comes available. Executive orders received from President Trump, Governor Kelly, or the Lynn County Public Health Officer are being issued to our businesses and citizens upon receipt. We are sharing this information on our Lacine City Hall Facebook page, website, www.cityoflacine.org, and hand delivery to local businesses. Effective communication is important, and we want to be sure that the facts are what is heard. Our city needed time to set up a safe, effective, and legal way to operate and ensure social distancing. With only 9 city employees, it's important to protect their health in order for daily operations to continue. We appreciate your patience, and we appreciate those who have called or emailed to ask questions in order to be sure the information you have received is factual. One moment, please.
Good evening. This is Jody Wade, your city clerk, and I just wanted to go over a little bit on under new businesses section pertaining to a chain of command. And this being an unusual time for us, again, there are a lot of things that we're trying to process that's being sent to us so that we can understand how to perform our operations. I have gone through and reviewed our resolutions, our ordinances, and things that are in place. And I just wanted to be sure to inform the council. We do, on an annual basis, we do pass a resolution at the start of the year, which was this year, resolution number 409, which does allow us to make payments of the payroll and any of the accounts payable billings ahead of time and prior to the council meetings. So at this point, we do have the authority to take care of the bills necessary for our daily operations. The other thing that we will want to take into consideration is a chain of command situation in case our mayor and or our president of the council and or if there was a situation where the quorum of the council was not available. These are things that we certainly within our committees need to think about and consider, and maybe come up with a established chain of command during a period in which we've been put into a state of emergency like we are presently. So right now the mayor does have the authority to do the hiring. So we have been able to complete those processes based on what is already established in our ordinances. And per those handbooks and ordinances, we all know that if the mayor was not available to reside at our meetings, that the council president would then handle that meeting. If there is a situation in which the mayor and the current council president are not available to reside at a meeting, then the council would at that time assign another individual to be the council president who would act in the position of the mayor for that particular meeting. So that is what we have in place at this time. And as far as in the city hall with the employees in here, the doors are closed to the general public, but we have been coming in and taking care of the daily operations. We have come up with a plan if things should get to a level in which we need to rotate our staff inside here at the city hall. And we would, at that point, establish one of the clerks and one of the assistants to be in here for a 1 week period. And then we would rotate the next week and allow the other clerk and assistant to come in. And per that rotation would hopefully keep us healthy so that we can continue on with things. So at this time, the only other element from the city clerk's desk that I am working on and will evaluate with the committees as time goes along is I am overviewing the budget, and I will do my due diligence to review and watch the revenues and watch the expenses as we all face this time of fluctuation in our business operations. If you have any questions or any concerns at any time that you would like to address those the budget amounts, definitely just give me a call and we can evaluate those. So other than that, I'm going to turn this back over to the mayor. And if there are any other further questions, the council members can certainly address your questions through the chat and we will try to answer them.